Good morning all, welcome to the breakfast show Trade with TradeVSA, and definitely we have a very interesting day. Of course, next Monday is definitely a public holiday. Just announcement to all that the breakfast show will be taking a day off, so we'll be continuing after the public holiday we seen on the Monday. Now of course, last night we see another rally, and I've been getting lots of texts from my clients and also from students and people like yourself saying that is the down market that we are seeing now. The market recovery is coming back. Now, many weeks ago, I've already been saying the signs are there. Now, if you want to catch up what I've just said, you can always subscribe to our YouTube channel or visit our live FB, which is many of you are currently following at Martin TF Wong. Of course, let's get on with what we have for you today. Despite what we've seen, the market has breaking up to the upside. All right, let's take a look at what we have for you, and definitely we are seeing this. Let me just straighten this again. Okay. All right, that's where we have right now. And yes, apology for the orange screen that we get inside here. Now let's take a look at what we have for you on our breakfast show this morning. What will you be learning? That's right. And what will you be learning? That's in this morning breakfast show here. All right, apology for that again, for the hiccup. And what we have for you this morning, what you'll be learning this morning in here are the 3 common mistakes that people make in day trading. Do you know what are those mistakes that you're making, right? If you know, pencil those in. If not, let me just share with you the common one that I've seen a lot of people do in day trading. Maybe this is something that you will finally realize and make a correction in here. But I do hope that some of the 3 common things that we share with you will be helpful to you. And also, looking at what are your trading rules for day trading, right? Do you have some sort of a setup rules? Do you have some sort of volume rules? Do you have some sort of a tools? And definitely, if you don't have one, we want to share with you the insight for Intraday Alert 360 dashboard that we have here so far. So very importantly is because if you have these rules and aware of those common mistakes, then you are likely to win more consistently with the day trading with the right stop. Of course, back testing again and again in our show, we always say that back testing always give you the kind of confidence that you're doing. And of course, those of you who've been following a bit, I do hope that some of the examples that we share with you, both winners as well as losers, we don't always just show, we always show 2 sides of the story to be fair with you, because we want to represent the truth of the market in here. There will be winner, but usually we hope the winners are better and there will be losses, and hopefully the losses are smaller. And this always supported by the right sector, the hot sector which is going on. Despite where we are, the KLSE isn't that really that bullish, is that it is merely moving sideways. Now, if you have limited knowledge, can you do this? Definitely, we believe so. That's why VSA 360 will do the hard work for you. And just going to share with you some of the examples that we have here will definitely put you in the right spot. And don't go away. We have these free tools where you can also sign up in our Telegram to learn more about our free tools in here. Now, of course, our free tool we are talking about is the TradeVSA, trading smarter every time. Continue day to day, improving the tools that we have and delivering. And the focus for our this morning will be the intraday, which is available mainly for the master class student in here. Now, let's take a look at the VSA 360 in here. 3 things to know. Where is the KLSE? All right, let's bring out. We have the 360 in here. Definitely, you want to log. Of course, after you log in here and looking at the dashboard, right? We have 3 alert. So that's where we are, and you could see from this chart, just expand it up here, and you can see this is definitely a HTML chart. You can see our market has a green pentagon, but of course you still have this 1575. That's right, 1575 is a resistance. You got a support which is around nice here. This support, this low support here, you can see moving up right at the 1580 level, but you definitely can have it here, this level here, which is the opening price of the 1540. You can see just above me 15.4. Of course, I'm just about here. You can always move it to this side, and you can see this is the opening at 63. So this morning, let's take a look at where the market is, and it is still down 3 points in here. All right, so that's sort of telling you the market has turned green pentagon. And of course, recently we have the big move that was, I did talk about the likelihood of what we call window dressing. Usually window dressing is always end of the month, and also second half of the year, which is the 30th of June would be a bigger one. But definitely on the 31st of May, we did see this big move of the foreign funds, and that what causes this big spike too. So the foreign funds has always been the one of these key highlighter in here. So right now you can see we have a double bottom, and it did align with the chart. Now this is definitely one of VSA 360 premium chart that you could see how the KLCI move according with the foreign fund flow. Of course, on the left hand side is the technology continue to do well, which we did talk about previously on Monday. I think those of you with green pentagon already turned green pentagon, right? The technology sector has turned green pentagon, and you catch it first. Energy is doing well, but a big move was the technology, and that is also due to something I just talked about, is the US market. Now US market has also turned a green pentagon, all right, because the market is following a really nice double support, and much of it has been due to the oversold situation that we have. Last night, if we go up to Dow Jones was down 212 points. Let me see if that is the case. We have it here, Dow Jones. Let me just move it down here, or I just bring it up here, this part here. And now it's Hang Seng, STI, Dow Jones, yeah. I think it's right at the bottom here. We also have the ringgit. You can see all this GBD. US dollar is 4.38. Gold is 1874. Dow Jones is up 435 point. Maybe we should get that check on the dashboard. All right. So let me just get back to here again, and looking at this one in here. Oh yes, I was looking at Hang Seng. That's right. Dow Jones is up 435 points, and Hang Seng is down this morning 1% in here. All right. Apologies for that one. I just have to be aware of the location. All right. Then let's go on to the premium alert. Those of you who have seen it, we have SamCam. Now remember, SamCam is also one of those RHB big jewel kind of thing. You can go on to here and you click on SamCam. Just turn green pentagon. So let's take a look at the chart this morning here. It's up 3%, right, after the green pentagon, and this morning continue. Let's take a look at SamCam, and that's how you want to discover some of these blue chip stocks, or at least in the eyes of the analysts, they have some sort of fundamental nice one, right? A nice follow through. Usually the alert usually gets spotted out by 10 p.m. last night, so you would have known about this stock and able to at least, you got about 2%. But don't go away. I'm going to share with you our latest intraday alert, which will put you up in the right spot. Sedania, let's take a look at Sedania, which also turned green pentagon. LHI, this is Leong Hub. All right, Leong Hub International is unchanged, right? It's unchanged, but you have a nice green pentagon in here, looking to retest back the 56 cents in here. Okay, and now what else do we have on our? We got TechCam. Oh, one of those big mover, TechCam. All right, started to move up. Okay, let's wait for the chart to come out. And whoa, continue. Look at this. TechCam started at $1.40, turn red pentagon, but starting to make up another move again. This morning is down 2% after turning green pentagon, but usually do take note, right? At this market this high, you have to be a bit more experienced. Usually on the lower market, right, when we talk about the base here, this will be actually a good area to be. So these are what we want to share or showcase to you, especially in the context of the VSA 360 that you cannot find in other places, where you can review the stock chart traded by trader for trader in here. All right, so take a look in here. Those are some of the others. Of course, the US is also incorporated in here in our alert center right now. All right, so we done the sector. Let's take a look at the sector. And going back to our dashboard here, let me just close this. Yep, the dashboard, going back. All right, and we are looking at our sector here. We can definitely enhance this. This will probably tell you the green pentagon. We have a few already. REITs continue to move high. You can see here, that's a nice one, right? The reopening of the economy, a lot of the REITs are moving up. And one of those stocks we pick up was actually Hectare REITs, okay? Move up by 6%, all right, from the green pentagon. You got technology, also up 2%. Up and coming. So first time you can see a nice green pentagon. When it first turned up, a lot of people were suspicious, but it did have the follow through. Utilities, consumer, right? Consumer also turned, consumer hasn't turned green pentagon yet, but soon, all right, soon in here. You got industrial product already turned green pentagon. So make sure you know some of these hot sectors when you want to look at these chart going forward in here. This morning we are down 4 points of 0.27%. Hata is up, which a lot of the rubber glove stocks are making a nice comeback too, right? And of course, for the last 3 months, including month of May and June, right, we have a negative quarter. I do think that likelihood for the month of June, we will end up with a positive return. Let's hope and hope our fingers, if it does, a lot of our trade will actually pan out correctly. All right, so that's a VSA 316 here. And let's turn our attention right now to the 3 common mistakes in day trading. Definitely one of them is trading without a take profit. Haha, that's its normal, right? And stop loss order. A lot of people get into a trade and they got carried away, which I do see a lot, because without a plan written down, just like you see inside here, very likely you're taken up by the emotion. Does you experience that? If you do, Joe Spencer those in there, right? And I want to say that whether these common mistakes do apply to you or not, all right? And another one, which I do see very, very common, is trading according to the fundamental or economic data release, which is why smart money use this pretense to distribute, right? Remember, when you see good news, for the beginner, especially if you are unskilled, you want to feel good, right? You want to buy on good news. But guess what? Usually what happens? Smart money will tend to sell it. That's right. Smart money always use the pretense to flush out the seller. And it's always great when you see when it is good news, right? There's a lot more suckers coming to the market. So don't be a sucker, right? Don't trade when you have fundamental release, even bad or good. Don't trade again in there, right? And many of them do that. And finally, number 3rd one is trading without the use of any tools or analysis, right? Which also I see very common. They tend to jump in because a certain seafood say, or they've been looking at this stock, they've been following. In fact, suddenly make 10% move, they start to jump in. Yes, you may win a few times, but the odd is stacked against you. Why? Because the smart money, if you look into the chart, they already started accumulation. And when on good news, just like item number 2, trade on fundamental news, you don't have a proper tool to analyze it, you jump in and you will likely to get caught. And these are the 3 common mistakes which has been repeated, and make sure you don't repeat now that you know this trading mistake. I hope these will help you to improve you as a trader. Of course, let's go on to some of the things that we do regularly in our day trading with VSA 360 in here. Is definitely finding the right stock tools to trade with our free tools, right? The free tools which I'll share with you in here. And the new pattern is the newly powerful SOS, sign or strength, which we call OTUT. Interesting, right? For those of you who are our regular members and our masterclass, you probably know this. Overtake the uptrust, which is a sign weakness, which I will go through and talk more about it. If you find that what we're sharing you are beneficial, give us a thumbs up and do share this in your timeline. Of course, we want to look at the smaller volume during the first hour, right? But the volume should be increasing higher compared to the periods to the left hand side of the chart. This is something you can, if you have our VSA 360 plugin, switching on to the hourly chart. All right, and our VSA 360 do alert and monitor all this intraday. And guess what? You want to do a bit of back testing first. Make sure you have some good expected value. You win more, lose less, and by aligning yourself to the hot sector, which we just check it out on the VSA 360. Definitely the VSA plugin is something that you will need to have if you want to look at some of the stocks that we're talking about in here. Now, of course, we want to look back some trades ago, going back to what has worked, right? And then we're going to look on to today's trade. What kind of trade do we have and likely to see going forward, right? So first of all, we want to know is the likelihood of the VSA 360 alert in here and the, using the demo account. All right, so let's take a look. at the demo account as soon as we want to introduce you to our explosive stocks for day trading, which is the 360 OTUT, overtake of the trust intraday alert. All right, let's look at some example in here. Now we're going to go back to the 27, which is about a week ago, and the stocks that we want to pick up usually is about 47 cents. And what you want to do when you get onto the VSA 360, you look for OTUT on the second column, all right, which I'm going to share with you shortly in here, but I just took a snapshot of it so you can see it better, and we zoom into these stocks that they came out at 11.24, 11.19 and 11.19, right? We picked those that is 47 cents and hot sector at that time. Let's see if you go back 1 week ago, again doing the back testing, confirming that the trade that we want to do, and see how well we fare. Of course, OTUT is generally the definition that we use, the bullish up move after the intraday weakness, which is possible some of you who are beginner never heard of it, but those of you who have been a regular of the VSA trader, you will know what we mean by the intraday weakness, then a nice bullish up move that we see in here. All right, so we have the market, Dayang, Harbor, and Hector. All right, these are the three ones. Let's take a look at the first one on the intraday move on the 27th. So we want to look back what has worked, and then going to look back today. So on the 27th, this was a chart, a nice big up move here, and you can see VSA 360 pick it up at 51 cents. Just go back to just share with you. This is Hector. You can see this one, Hector, at 51 cents. That's the time they will pick it up in here. Harbor at 126 and Dayang at 99 cents. All right. So it picked it up at 51 cents, and it has a nice move before the big one. And currently it's about 56, 57. That is 11% move in the span of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. That's all you want to look back, about 6 days. Of course, you can also trade a shorter time frame in here and get the 3%. But if you leave it for long, you can get the 11%. But if you look generally in this trade here, let's looking at this, I believe, let's go back, just estimation here. Oh, okay. All right. It hit 53 cents. So bringing up my indicator here, all right, 53 divided by 51, and that is 3%. Yep. 3 to 4%, so it actually hits our intraday target over the next day. All right, so that's a nice one, 3 to 4%. And if you trade with the 5,000 ringgit trade, all right, and there you go, that would be at least a 200 ringgit profit for that one. A nice intraday day, little bit of the what we call a nice meal to have, a nice meal to have. Of course, not all trade works out in here. This is, if you do run it, that will be 11%. Of course, if you do let it run, you want to have a bit more experience learning to read the chart, having the full sets of the tool and the analysis in here. Now, the next one we have also is Dayang, which is happening on the 27th, the takeout of the uptrust. Of course, earlier on, we did pick it up early. If you go back on the 26th, this was also there. Then you would have got in probably at the lower price, right? Probably at 97 cents, okay? And it hit 103, 4%, the kind of target that we go through in here, and another gross profit of 200 ringgit with a $5,000 trade size in here. Nice one. Of course, the last one, a trade that didn't work out, was the Harbor Link. Okay, Harbor Link 125 in here, spotted at 126. We have to close out our trade because there's no follow through, right? No follow through when there is no up bar. All right, up bar means the trade ended with a red bar. We need it to end with a green bar, then you want to follow through. So that would be a small loss. Small loss in here. Of course, the trade did do a nice wash, completely wash you out, and then started pull up in here. Unfortunately, that's why we always talk about in here, right? Always have the profit taking in idea, profit taking, and then followed by what? Stop loss. That's why we want to make sure that you don't make the common mistakes which we talk about in here. This is definitely one example that we have. Not all trade up. The three trades we illustrated to you as example in here. One trade didn't work out, small loss. The rest we have about one with a bigger one, 11% if you want to run your trades. And if it's a smaller one, just mere 3% in here. All right. Now the whole idea with stock trade idea is that it is like getting your fishing rod, right? You go out or your fishing net in here, and this time you are using a bait, a different bait, which is called OTUT. Okay, overtake the uptrust, and at leisure, whenever you have time, you look at in here. As long as you have the VSA 360 and together in your phone, you can always pick this up. Fishing for meal, and during the green pentagon, you want to look for these OTUT, and very suitable for regular income trading. And that's why one of the facets of VSA 360 was focusing on intraday, but we generally use it also for fundamental, suitable for all types of trader in here. We can exit end of the day and we can start new, but experienced trader like on the bottom here, I'll share with you here, can run it a few more days, just like that example of the hectare rates in here, but you target 3-4% in here, should be good enough. All right, so let's take a look at the some of the stocks that we have this morning in here, all right, on the VSA 360. But I'm even going to show you a better deal, how you can get hold of the VSA 360 for as a free tools. Okay, I'm going to share with you, just hold on to a minute. Now if you like a free tools in here, type it into the comment and you can get hold of VSA 360 to use it in here. Right, definitely one of the ways in here. And let's take a look at the intraday alert this morning. So the intraday alert, yes, we have a couple of one. Imiko, this one 32 cents, not good. Datasonic, take a look at Datasonic. We got the CJ Sen, we got the Bonia, all right, and we have time.com, and we have MBMB. Okay, keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. These are the stocks that we have, but better still, if you get hold of our free tools, which I'm going to come to it shortly, right, and you can try it out yourself. Definitely. What are those candidates today? D-Sonic, CJ Sen, Bonia, Timecom, and MBM, and these came out at 10:33, which is just 3 minutes ago. All right, let's take a look at one example, D-Sonic, which is very hot lah. Because why? This one everybody know lah. This one is general election counter, isn't it? General election 15 coming, right? They always say a certain party need money, so they're gonna make this. This is uptrust. The market move up to in here, hasn't moved yet. Okay, hasn't moved yet, as I said before. Now if you were to go in here, 57 cents, but if the market were to close lower, then you need to exit. So you can watch this in your watch list, and there are a few more in here. All right, D-Sonic. The other one have moved is CJ Sen. The one that moved a lot is Bonia, right? 2%, and the other one is 68. 122. So those are there, and nothing to pay attention to the volume. This one is almost to 900,000, 240, 20k. So these all satisfy the 5k volume in here. All right. Of course, Bonia is the one is that make us the big move lah. Bonia, type B, Bonia. Right, and you can see nice pickup, right? The yesterday already have an uptrust today. Actually, if you think of it, this was the trade. It came out yesterday, right? Because overtake of the uptrust should be up. So go back to the counter and check it too. Once you get hold of the free tools that we talk about. All right, so that was a quick VSA 360 intraday OTUT. Now, one of the reasons why we want to showcase to you is for our members, the plug-in and masterclass. We really want to teach them to become a super trader. Right, through our 20-day trading challenge. And those of you, we are starting on June 13. We have recruited about 30 plus over people, and they are undergoing the familiarization and also the training in here. For those of you who are watching, right, I do hope that one day you can participate as our plug-in member and join that, where you're personally coached by ourselves, by myself in here, in a special group where we want to bring the best from you. Just imagine the benefits that you get from half an hour just now. In the next 20 days, we will be with you to make sure you complete your journey to become the super trader that you always want to be and make the regular income trading. All right, and okay, we've done the alert this morning already, right? So the session is, we just talk about those common mistakes, right? Definitely one of them is you need to have a plan, right? The plan is usually have a goal, how much you want to take. We know those are 3 or 4% for day trading, and also a stop loss, right? And then what the other second one? Second one is don't trade on any release of EPS earning or fundamental news. And lastly, no tools. Make sure you have some tools, but I'm going to give you good tools to use for, where you can back test it, support the right sector, where VSA 360 will do the hard work. Now, this is the free tools we're going to be giving you. Now, all you have to do to get our free tools is to get our free 10-day trial. Now, scan the QR code, fill up the Google form, and you will schedule a coaching with one of our senior trainer. I think most of you know them in here, and then we will activate your 360 free account for 10 days. That's right, it's a free tools for you to test it out for 10 days. Take advantage of it, and you can check it out. What I've said is really true or not. And of course, those 30 minutes of training will help you a lot. There's many aspects, just not the intraday trading. But of course, I like to showcase the intraday trading because these are what you can do to get the regular income. 200 ringgit, maybe if you run it a few more days, 500 ringgit every day. Of course, you still have losses, right? 200 ringgit also can lose. But if you do those trading plans, follow those rules, you will end up with more winnings than less losses. All right, that's one way to do it. Okay, if you are ready to do this, that is the QR code. Make sure you sign up for this one here. All right, those of you who are ready, you can definitely sign up for our package in here for a 12-month package of 2688. As I said before, if you have a 10 to $20,000 capital size, and we are doing that income regular trading, I think 1 month it's possible. On a good month, okay, on a good month, following those rules, and you pick up good trades, it will pay by itself in 1 month. We feel that this is possible. All right, so make sure you do this in here. If not, you can try the 10-day trial. And this is one of the testimonial from one of our user, said that they are skeptic at first, but the simple rule base was possible through our VSA 360 plugin, which I've just shared with you in here. And also the VSA 360, we were looking at 3 trades just now. Definitely first one was Harbor Link, right? Didn't work out well. Then we have the Dayang, a 4%, but there was an earlier entry too. And then finally by the Hectare REITs, which gives about 11% in here, right? A simple tools enable, if you are a beginner, this is something you want to check it out. Make sure you go for the free tools in here. Okay, so just a little bit of, for those of you who are seeking for CPE points, 10 CPE points, which is approved by SIDC. All right, this is something that I do as a service to the community. For those of you who are miser, fund managers, and trader, I will train you how to use volume spread analysis with fundamental for effective trading in the market. All right, and there are vouchers to 288 plus 1,000 SMARTRobie credit worth 99 ringgit. So in actual fact, you're only paying almost less than 100 or 150 ringgit in here. All right, great deals. And so sign up in there. You can go to TradeVSA.com workshop website in here and get more information, or call the number 010-266-9761, and this will be on the 7th of July. All right, 7th of July is a full day training, 9 to 5 o'clock in here for a good deal, 4888, and you get almost rebate back, almost 388 ringgit. So you're only paying about 99 ringgit. Good deal, right? And a chance to look into VSA 360 in here. All right, that's all we have, and let's look at some of the stocks that you want me to look at. Do pencil those in there. I'm happy to look at for you, and we do appreciate if you can go over to Google Play Store and Apple Play Store for our SMARTRobie and give us a review in there. We do appreciate, and any stocks that you want us to take a look, do pencil those in there, and it will be definitely eye changer to look at some of the stocks that you have. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button for all our update, and our free Telegram channel for all educational material, educational tips that will put you ahead of your competitor and able to earn that income trading, which we have showcased to you in here. All right, if there's no stocks to review in here, okay, let's take a look at yes, we have Kim Long. Let's take a look at Kim Long, KM Long. Okay, you want to buy or sell, Alex? Okay. Kim Long is a very nice trade. Having said that, it's moving along in here, right? So what you want to do is you can wait for the green pentagon. Okay, wait for the green pentagon. Again, these plantation stocks are already moved, but very important, we look at the what we want to see. We go to the dashboard, we look at the plantation sector first. Look at the overall plantation sector. All right, so if you don't have the VSA 360, sign up for a 10-day free trial and check it out and give it a test. So we want to look at the 360 in here, looking at plantation, and you can see actually plantation is what, right? It has broken the ATR stop loss. No doubt it has not has any green pentagon because the volumes are very, very low in here. So for Kim Long, take note of it. If the overall plantation stock do not turn back up, like we see here, it has broken through the ATR stop loss. So that's the first violation that we need to exit. All right, it's either on the green pentagon or on the ATR stop loss. All right, so take note, if you have Kim Long, in here, you want to put your stop loss very close, maybe at 189. You can set up the alert on TradingView in here and get all those. Okay, you want to buy. Buy easier lah. When there's a green pentagon. You see this green pentagon, you buy. When green pentagon comes out, next day you buy, or you check out to the VSA 360 alert in here. All right, so use the free tools for a 10-day trial and give it a try. If you're already a member, you probably understand what I'm saying here. Thanks, Alex, for your stocks that you want me to look at. Any other stocks that you want me to look at in there, right? Do let us know. If not, thank you for coming and thank you for your time. We really appreciate, and do give us a feedback by coming to our Telegram in there, and how we can make this TradeVSA more beneficial to you, to help you to earn consistent profit. And that's always been one of our goals, to earn consistent profit in here. And if you are not doing so, right, ask yourself, how can you seek new opportunity like what I just shared with you, new income trading? All right, that's all we have. Thank you for coming. Bye bye. Remember, new opportunity comes with new venture.